Hey, welcome in, everybody. Welcome into the game. Great American Experience is here again. All right, so I'm the Wizard of Oz, and this is not my show. This show is put on for the community that participates in it. Um, this is your show, so come up, grab a link, come up on the panel. Let's talk about what's on your mind. Let's get this party started. Fire in the bowl. So load those bowls. I'll be right back. Enjoy the fire. Hey. Boy, first day of summer was a scorcher around here. Got up to about 97 degrees. Man, oh man, was it hot today. It just seemed so much more brutal than the forecast let it be. But tomorrow, supposedly, we're looking at upper 80s for a high. What's up?
What's up?
How was your first day of summer?
Uh, it was a little shorter than yesterday.
By a minute.
Yep.
Oh, good Lord.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. So why are you resting?
I said interesting.
You're
Very,
into resting.
very interesting.
I'm into resting too, especially after I get done working.
It's like I retired 3 years ago.
Oh,
I
yeah.
re- I put 4 new tires on my truck for 3 years ago.
I keep getting retired every day when I get done working. I'm retired.
Yeah. Retire every night.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I'm
see.
tired every day.
I see Zoom is there.
Hey, what's up,
Hello,
Zoom?
Zoom.
Huckleberry's in the shower.
Hey, Miriam. Is Miriam here?
Probably.
Yeah,
Miriam's always there.
she's a lurker.
Lurky, lurky, lurk. Hey, what's up, battery? But yeah, no shit, man. We went up to that recycling place and picked up a whole shitload of stain,
Yeah.
and they had a 5 gallon bucket of Thompson's water seal up there, free.
Wow.
Yeah, we picked that up in 2 gallon cans.
Oh
It
yeah.
didn't say Thompson's water seal; it said rain stop.
Oh.
It's just relabeled Thompson's water seal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So is it clear?
Yep.
Okay, so it's not stained. That's good.
Right. Right. But not exactly sure what we're going to use it for yet. But shit, 7 gallons of that stuff. Holy crap! I got.
Yeah.
We can code up something.
Yep.
So
Well, I put my final post in the ground. I gotta stretch some wire.
for
Uh, for my garden, you know.
oh, you put barbed wire around your garden.
Wire netting
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
just to keep the dogs out. It won't keep anything else out, but it'll keep the dogs out.
I was gonna say. I just see you putting up uh, barbed wire around your garden.
No, I painted all those posts and everything, cut them and painted them and stuck them in the ground and painted them hunter green, and it looks like a garden.
Hey, what's up, redneck? How you doing?
So there you go.
There you go. Yeah, we didn't get anything done on the garden, but we went out there. I introduced Miriam to um, White Castles. Got her hooked up with some White Castles.
Oh,
Yeah, we bought a Crave box and had it for lunch and dinner.
yummy.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I know they're addictive.
Yeah, I filled up 4 cans of 4 or 5 gallon cans of gas. Cost me $100.
I used to get those out of the vending machines when I was in the army. They've been around a long time.
Oh yeah,
White Castles.
yeah, yep. They had them in the freezers, the freezer box thing. Yeah, yeah. They've been around for quite a while.
Well, it just so happened, battery, that hunter green is a color that matched all the posts that I could get at Tractor Supply. Those steel posts,
Right.
that you pound in, and so I just painted them the same color as those were. Plus, the trim on my house is is hunter green, so it looks pretty good.
Oh, there you go. So what's up, redneck? Oh man, I tell you what. Um, Tomorrow we'll get the rest of that dirt off the trailer. There was a 98er today. It was hot.
That's warm.
Yeah. So we went up to the recycle place and picked up a bunch of free stain and that water seal stuff. Got a pickaxe with a broadhead one side um, for $5, long handle.
Mm-hmm.
Handle's not, yeah, the handle's not that great, but it's got that broadhead, that 1 inch wide pick on one end.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah, $5, that's mine. And we picked
So
up another propane can for $5. Took it up to Walmart and swapped it out for a new can.
yeah, I just got an update on the drought uh, results over at Lake Mead in Nevada. That reservoir where the Hoover Dam is,
Yeah.
and it's really really low. And they're saying if this it's gone down since 2021, it has dropped 20 some odd feet. The reservoir has, and
Right.
you could it's getting dangerously low. They can't even use the boat ramps to launch boats or anything because the ramps they're at the end, and they just drop right off. They can't even use the boat ramps. It's the lowest it's been since the 1930s.
Oh wow.
So they're finding sunken boats. They're finding bodies. They've been finding bodies inside of barrels because Nevada, you know
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
it was run by the mob, so they're saying, don't take pictures of the bodies or don't take pictures of the barrels. So they have to be really careful what they take pictures of. The Park Service, they don't want them taking pictures.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. Yeah. They just dump them in the lake. They dump the bodies, throw them overboard out of a boat or something. And just push a barrel out the side.
Yeah, with a concrete block on them.
Yep. It's probably hey, maybe that's where Hillary's been hiding the bodies.
Cabin on the lake.
Yeah, it's probably Hillary. It's not been this low before since the 1930s battery.
But
Yeah,
tomorrow's supposed to be no higher than like 87 degrees. It's gonna feel like somebody turned on the AC around here.
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Get some sleepy time weather in the evening. Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Working
I,
temperatures during the
I
day. So
I wonder what year they built the Hoover Dam. I don't know when they built it exactly.
I don't know, can't be too hard to look up.
Yeah, I can't do it right now while I'm on the stream, but
Um, that's when did they build uh, Hoover Dam?
they were probably trying to fill it back in the 30s. That's probably why it was that low.
It was constructed between 1931 and 1936 during the Great Depression. Was dedicated on September 30th, 1935, by President
Okay.
Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Yep. All right, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. So they were just filling the dam.
Right.
Yeah. Anywho.
Yeah.
So we sure do need more rain. Hope the rains come soon.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll be here soon enough.
Yeah, it ain't gonna stay that way forever. But it is threatening our food supply.
Eh, maybe. I could see some of that.
California's having the drought too. Let's talk about Texas.
What about Texas?
Well, basically, Texas says that uh, if they don't fix the election, Texas is going to secede.
Oh yeah. Yeah, something like that. Texas ain't going nowhere.
Sure would be a big state to lose out of our states.
Ain't gonna happen.
I know we've heard this banter before.
Yeah.
Nothing ever came of it.
Throw pie at Ragged's head. Bloody Cowboys. You know it. Welcome in, Ragged. How you doing? Welcome in, Shadow Man.
Shadow Man, good to see you.
Fire in the bowl. He's calling out fire in the bowl. All right. So we get the bowl loaded. Got fire. Yeah, buddy. Fire in the motherfucking bowl. Happy first day of summer. Hell yeah. I'm jamming. Yep, there's probably a whole lot of horse shit in Texas, Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri. Yeah, there's a lot of horse shit around here. Bowl like a loaded. From battery? Yeah, that's crazy. So, I'll tell you what, man.
So the
And
sun finally dipped down in the sky. Wow. 9:25 my time.
yeah, it's absolutely dark here. Let's see. I don't even know when the moon is supposed to come up. Let's see here. Let's refresh.
Kind of an eerie quiet right now because there's so few cars on the road.
You know what? I was talking to somebody earlier, and they were like, "This is weird. I just pulled into town. It's Tuesday night. It's like at the time it was like 7 o'clock, and he says, "There's nobody out here. There's nothing going on. It doesn't even look like businesses are open. There's no cars parked anywhere." It's kind of that was kind of freaky. He said,
Huh.
"Yeah." So I was talking to someone else as well, and she was like, "Yeah, same thing going on here." She was. It's like, what? It's crazy. I was out and about today too. There wasn't a whole lot of traffic.
Our gas shot up uh, overnight to 5.16 a gallon.
Well,
It was
they got to shoot it up the 18 cents so that when they take the 18 cents away, it's where they want it to be.
it was 5.02 and now it's up to 5.16.
Yeah.
Glad I don't have to calculate liters.
Right? Yeah. Just a little bit more than a quart. 3.7 to a gallon.
Yeah, I don't know why they're gouging us on the gas prices, but they're saying, that the strategic oil reserves that we're on right now are going to be done by about December or November. We won't have any oil and we won't have any gasoline.
Let's try.
So Biden has no plan of action to fix this.
Well, don't you know there's nothing he can do about it? It's all Putin's fault. Trump's
Yeah,
fault.
it's the Putin gas tax.
Right.
Putin gas tax. And Putin is the reason that all the baby formula is gone.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's all that. Little motorcycle cruising by, you probably hear it. That's about the only vehicle in about the last 30 minutes.
sunburn in 15 minutes, precipitation 0.
I talked to this old man one time. I worked in a donut place. I don't know if you guys ever saw a donut shop called Winchell's, but I used to bake donuts early in the morning before I went to school. And one day I sat down with this 90 some odd year old man, and I was pretty young back then, and he told me he had been in World War One, and he told me basically he was in field artillery just like me. I said, "Well, what did you guys, how did you get supplies in and out in World War One?" He says, "By mules." I'm like, "Oh crap."
Really?
Yeah, they used mules. Well, anyway, so we're sitting there and we're exchanging knowledge and everything. And he says, "I remember when I was a kid, I would sit out in Main Street in Ogden, Utah, which is now a city, and he said it was just a dirt road back then, and he said me and my brother went and buried tacks in the in the uh, in the dirt road on Washington Boulevard in Ogden, Utah, and we buried tacks in the road we sat there and waited all day long for an automobile to come by.
Oh shit.
so so that it pop its tires. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I it just drew a picture for me, what things were like back then.
Oh, Carpenter's got an interesting question. Well, water is number one. Do you know what the second most abundant liquid on the planet is?
What's that?
Water is number one. Do you know what the second most abundant liquid on the planet is?
What?
I don't know.
You,
Um,
you sound kind of garbled on my end. It might
oh,
not be
me?
the same in the chat, but it's kind of hard to hear you. It's like I'm having a
Carpenter
big.
Patriot. Carpenter Patriot said, "With water is the number one most plentiful, abundant liquid on the planet. What is the second most abundant?"
The second most plentiful liquid. Have no idea. Oil. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, but I think even under the ocean, we've got oceans of oil.
Yeah.
So we might have more oil than we have water. We just don't see it. And coal, apparently, Germany and some other countries are asking Australia for their coal now. So Australia's found a new market for their coal.
Uh-oh. Ragged says he's coming to America. What's up with that? That's interesting. Oil, second most abundant fluid on the planet. That's
Yeah, and
that's cool.
it's also the only thing that's traded on the stock market that is in its raw form. Even lumber is cut and everything before it's traded on the stock market.
Ragged coin. Don't be so sure of that.
I wish Ragged had come here. You come here, and I'll buy you a beer, man.
I'll fix you a squirrel. I'll figure it out and make squirrel pie.
Oh, okay. You'll get shot. Probably. You probably
Yeah,
will.
most likely.
Especially with your fucked up British accent.
They're belligerent. Yeah. Communication skills. Yeah. I don't know, man. You'll be fine once you get here, though. Just don't say much while you're traveling.
Yeah, if you don't talk, you might blend in. The minute you
Man,
open your mouth, they'll know. They'll know you're a red coat.
right?
Well, the red coats had Cockney accents too.
Oh, good lord. That's
No,
funny
I'll
shit.
protect you, Ragged. I won't let anything happen to you. Just don't don't talk while you're with me, because they'll probably attack me and you.
Right? Dude, you just for being close to him. Yeah. Is that your friend? You know, you just about it. Yeah, but you'll be fine. Oh, hell yeah. So, fire in the bowl. Brought to you by Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.com.
How big are you, Ragged? You say you're a big boy. You one of them really big guys? No, what we're referring to, not about you being a big boy or anything like that. What we're referring to is some of us are, if you have a concern about getting shot over here, keep in mind that there's a lot of good guys that uh, would respond to that. So you really wouldn't have a problem that are strapped. There's good guys here that are strapped.
Rock on. But yeah, no shit, man. There's just
But people are acting nuts lately. Just don't go to like Chicago and stuff.
yeah, stay
You
away
know,
from the big cities. Period.
stay away from the idiots over in Detroit and freaking Chicago and stuff. You'll be fine.
New York, Baltimore,
L.A.
LA. Yeah, stay away from the big cities, Atlanta, St. Louis, Chicago, Seattle. Just stay away from the big cities, you'll be fine.
You land in Oklahoma or Texas or in my state here, you won't have a problem at all. Yeah, you can't be good enough to stop a bullet though. That's the thing. You were talking about
Yeah,
being shot. You were talking about being good with your hands and knowing kung fu and all that.
that
That's
don't
not
work
gonna happen.
here. We got guns, we got weapons, and we use them. So yeah, the hand shit. That unless you can catch a bullet, it ain't gonna do you no good.
Maybe he can. Maybe he can catch a bullet with his bare hands.
Yeah, I heard some shit like that once, but it was only in a movie.
And yeah, there were. What I think I saw some movie where a guy stopped a bullet with a sword.
Yeah, yeah, he would deflect bullets with a sword. Yeah,
Yeah, split the bullet in half.
that kind of shit, right? Bullshit. I call bullshit because the person would
Yeah.
effectively have to, they would effectively have to shoot the sword. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a good idea to bring a knife to a gunfight.
Did you rob a bank?
Do I
That's
remember
the only
who?
thing they gave a shit about. You know, you kill somebody or you rob the bank. That's the only thing they really gave a shit about up until the last few years.
Oh, I wonder what I've looked at a lot of different countries, because I've been talking about sailing and stuff, and I don't know. I don't know if there's many countries that are friendly toward Americans as far as their gun laws go. So
And you know what? I don't care to know about them either.
yeah, it's a good thing we have a lot of American islands, and we got And I don't know of any islands actually that are not controlled by any country.
Uh,
I think countries have a claim on islands everywhere.
anything within 200 miles of their shore.
12 miles.
No, it's pretty much 200 miles, unless it's under treaty.
Well, it's 12. I don't know what the 200 thing you're talking is, but
Oceanic territory.
yeah, it's
Yep.
actually
Territorial, not what you're talking about is the maritime shit.
so like Ghislaine Maxwell when she they asked her what country she was a citizen of. One of them was she called it Terra Mar. What's Terra Mar? Terra Mar is offshore. That's what that
Yep.
is.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind going and claiming one of those islands up there in like the Shetland Islands. I'm sure there's an empty island up there in the Shetlands.
Hey, guess what? It's that guy.
Dun, 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 dun.
What's up, God?
Well, it is another day in fucking in the big clown show that is the clown show.
Right? Yeah.
By the way, it's 12 miles. Bill's right. 12
Is
miles
it?
of 12 miles. Listen to me. Listen to me. 12 miles for sovereign. That's our fucking sovereignty out to 12 miles.
Yeah.
200 miles for economic zone influence and air defense or air identification zones.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it had to do with territorial kind of.
12 miles or what did they say? 6 chains. I think it is. 6 chains, 6 chains deep of the median high tide is what the Queen designated. That's the Queen's property. There's a story. I mean, it's an old story. I mean, I only know about half of it, but I'll shut up now.
I didn't know all that.
Yep.
Well, I know that Don T is a maritime dude.
I spent a little time on the water, around the water. A couple of 100,000 years, it seems like. Yes, sir. I've done 1 or 2 things.
So, is there any unclaimed islands that you can just go to and just do your thing?
There are no unclaimed islands, no. Let me shout out to the crew: Ragged, Platoon, Battery, Miriam, Shadow Man, my Canadian brother.
Hey, Miriam, welcome in.
Miriam is in the house. But yeah, it's a fucking. We are in phase 2 of the solar extravaganza, and we are in phase 1 of the Bitcoin mining empire.
Right. Awesome.
So it's a build out, and it's a tune. Then you build out and you build out and you tune.
Right.
So right now, I'm waiting on what's called a 240 volt single phase 50 amp switched Key word there, switched PDU. And basically what that does is that allows me to turn on and off all of these high-powered miners from anywhere via IP.
Oh, wow. Okay. Why do you need that? I thought you just left them on.
Yeah, you do. If you can, well, here's the thing. And here's where I'm at, and this is why it's the thing. Don, get ragged, tell him, say to Zoom. What does Zoom need to know? Get around, damn, platoon, shit show, Miriam. I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am. Anyway, so where was I? I'm sorry, I get wrapped up in chat. So here's the thing. And here's my secret. And I'm going to let the secret out. And I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway. My attack on crypto has been from the side of solar. Really,
Right.
the only way you can do any crypto mining these days, the only way it's fucking profitable is if you have solar power or fixed power costs. Right? So the trick about mining, Bitcoin mining, any kind of mining, is that these miners are they're loud, and they put out a lot of heat, and they eat a lot of power. And I mean a lot of power. So each of my miners eats 240 volts AC at about 10 amps. So each miner's eating about 2,000 watts, 2,000 watts. One of the miners goes to 3,600 watts. That's one of the bigger boys.
Right.
So trying to run all of those in the heat of the day when the sun's out on solar with limited battery capacity is challenging.
Right. Direct exhaust would be one way to eliminate a lot of the heat.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And that's one of the things I'm working on to get rid of the exhausting the heat outside of the shed. And
Right.
that's why I need the PDUs, the switched PDUs, is so I don't have to make a trip to the shed every 30 minutes to turn something on or turn something off. So the PDU will let me turn off some of these power hungry miners and other type things via IP, just a web interface.
Right.
On top of that, I'm just tonight getting my lithium ion battery charger, and I'm already finding out that it's, well, let's just say it's wanting. It says 40 amps, but when I charge 48 volts, it only gives me 8 amps. But it's only 8 amps is its output. It's telling me it's 16 amps. So,
Oh, shit.
motherfuckers is what I'm thinking.
Right.
That may have to go back in the box tomorrow. We're going to see. We'll see.
Now this is a 110 battery charger.
It does. It plugs into 110, and it outputs 54.8 volts at supposedly 16 amps.
Yeah, and it's
This
not
is
good.
a multi-stage battery charger, and that's kind of the reason I got it, is because not only do I need to use it for the batteries that I'm using here, which are 48 volt lithium ions, but I also want to use it in any kind of DIY setting that I'm currently doing with the RV, where my lithium ion setup is 12 volts.
Okay. That's
So
a
I mean,
step
that's kind of where I'm at. I had to figure out shutting down or how to isolate the batteries from the inputs of the inverters, and I had to actually shut the inverters down, which wasn't really a problem because the batteries were dead and it's dark anyway. So they're just going to sit there and squeal.
right.
Let's see. So the batteries are charging now. They're up to about 14%. I'm only getting about 4.4 amps in there at 54 volts, but we'll see. I'm going to let it run.
Yeah, I was going to say it might. The restriction may be in your BMS.
3-pin 230 volts, right? You're absolutely right. Gonna go drill some holes. That's always fun. Drilling holes, baby. Drilling holes for Jesus. Anyway, that's my story. Oh, and today was a big milestone in my Bitcoin mining phase 1 or 0.1 phase thing, Dooflachi. I surpassed the $20 mark of mining coin.
Oh shit! That's it.
I mean,
Yeah.
shit, really. $20 worth of Bitcoin to get you a fucking cup of coffee, I think. Maybe. If you're lucky.
Right, but Starbucks.
Your outlets, 50 hertz. Don't get me started. Yeah. And their outlets do look funny. You're absolutely right. Their European electric gear and breakers and things like that is weird for me. I don't. It looks too cheeseball. I mean, when you compare some of the European gear to say, a Square D breaker setup, right? Everybody here's seen a Square D home breaker setup. I mean, you take a fucking ball peen hammer to that thing and it's not going anywhere, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
But some of that European looking things, some of those European looking breakers are more push button, apparently have more elegance to them. And are, I'm told, are more functional than our Square D, traditional setup there. So I don't really believe that, but what do I know? I'm fucking nothing.
Right.
Anyway, that's my story. I don't mean to come on and talk out of school.
I was wanting to ask you a question though. That step down transformer for the 220 for the dual 110.
I do have a center tap auto transformer that takes 240 and
40.
turns it into 2 legs of 110. Yes, sir.
They don't have them in stock.
Oh, you're kidding me.
You can't order them.
They have a new version of that, right?
No.
So the old version is the one that everybody complains about because the way you wire it in, there's the possibility that it could fail. None have ever failed. Nobody's ever said any of them will fail. But somebody complained that it's possible that they may fail. And so they literally invented a new product and rewired that transformer to a version 2. And you're probably still right. You're probably still going to have to back order that because it is. Underground does protect against EMP, especially if you've got some underground, say, in some conduit, some metal conduit with some grounding there. That's always good.
Yeah.
I mean, anything, and I'm just talking to chat, talking to Skull, anything that can keep you away from that can minimize the EMP, the radiated energy is where you want to be. I'm sorry. I'll shut up now, Wiz. Do you have any other questions? Anything I can help you with? What do you think?
Well, I think it sucks because my brother's trying to hook up his Grow Watt Solar 5K ES, and yeah, I can't get that fucking unit to break it down for 220.
Dude, I am so sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
To be honest with you, the one that I have, I really don't use. It came with my setup, and I thought I might use it, and I did set it up and wire it in, and it works great. I got no complaint about it, but I really don't use it. Mostly, what I use is the 240 for the miners.
right. Well, those are ES miners.
Well, right now. Eventually, I'm going to have to add bigger. I'm going to have to go bigger solar. I've already figured out that if I'm going to do the house and the miners, what I got ain't going to get close.
Right.
So, what I'm probably going to end up doing is tying this into the house and building something completely separate for the miners. But I'll use this setup to power the miners because the miners have a 240 requirement, power requirement, and a lot of
Right.
juice. And literally, these miners are not, I mean, they'll cost you large amounts of money to run them on grid power. Grid power is like 12 cents, 14 cents here. And in California, it's fucking 45 cents a
Right.
kilowatt hour. Oh my God, I don't know how they do it in California.
I don't either.
Want to see shit?
Right.
Stab lock breakers that don't trip and burn the premises. Rusty, that's exactly what I was talking about, bitch. Those stab lock breakers, they don't trip. Yep. I absolutely agree, dude. That's why I'm keeping my eye on this charger. It's a new charger. Just use the face. Dude, I'm sorry to hear about your thing. Your transformer.
Yeah, it was it is what it is, you know. And I'm just like, oh shit. My brother says I tried to order one and they won't let me. They can't even order it. I just call them up, get it on back order, whatever you got to do, you know.
Just put it on back order.
Yeah.
And it will be probably 6 weeks, 8 weeks before it gets in easily.
Right. Well, you know what I'm thinking they're doing too is they're doing a new US Grow Watt unit.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's what I'm looking for.
But at the same time, just literally about every 2 weeks, there's a new container or set of containers that's coming in one of the local ports that's got 5,000 of these ES 5000s on it. By the way, did you know that they've sold 29 million of these 5,000 ESs?
Wow.
29 million. I fucking fell out when I heard that.
Holy shit.
So we ain't unique as we think we was, right?
Right. No, I'm sure.
But they're
That's only
nice little, they're fucking incredible little units.
Oh yeah. I just it just doesn't make sense to me that they wouldn't market a US compatible electric unit. You know what I'm saying? I know.
It is. Hold on. It is a US compatible electric unit. Only if you do the modification and you do the ground bond. does it make it a non-US compliant unit. If you wire it in right, in other words, you give the generator or the inverter or suite of inverters themselves their own ground that is not part of, and you can bond that to neutral or you can not bond that to neutral.
Right.
But they have as long as they have a separate ground for every unit that is producing electricity to code, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you've got a big generator, for instance, then the generator should have its own ground. If you've got the feed in from the grid should bring its own ground. If you've got an inverter suite, like I have, a 3-line in parallel 100 amp suite of inverters at 240 volts, it needs its own ground.
Right.
And so when I feed the grid, I don't feed it ground. I just feed it common and hot.
Right.
That's it. Simple. So I have not, nor will I, make any modifications to the inside of these ES 5000s. And
Right.
they will be,
Right.
they're grid compliant. What's the baby girl? All right. But anyway, I don't mean to get on here and monopolize the conversation. I apologize. Are we there? See,
No.
ragged corn. Everybody's like, Miriam's like, oh, it's boring shit. It's boring shit. It's boring shit. And to you, it is boring shit. I get that. Okay, but Wiz and my other buddy are about the only two people on the fucking planet that will listen to it. So if you could tolerate me for 10 minutes while I talk to Wiz about it, then I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, because I'm really interested in it too. Because
See, Wiz wants to hear it.
Yeah, because it's like I'm trying to put the system together, and going through my
So
system.
there. Yeah.
And I finally got the money now. A friend of mine helped me out, and I'm going to be able to go get the batteries I need to go with.
Dude, that's awesome. Are you getting lead acid?
Yeah, that's what I'm running. So I can
That's
get them
fine.
for $100.
Nothing wrong with that. Fuck, lead acid works. It's great.
Right?
12 volt. What do you got? Just a straight up 12 volt? You're stacking them as many as you can. Is that what we're doing?
Well, I was running 12. I was actually running 16, and over time, I've lost the older batteries have taken their tolls, and I'm down to 9. So I need to bring it back up to 12, and then I won't have issues for now. I'll need to bring it back to 16 before fall, but hopefully things will be better by then, and I'll be able to pull that one off. But yeah.
Well, the reason I ask is I'm going to probably have about 8 6-volt golf cart high current batteries in the not too distant future.
Right.
6-volt, 208 amp each.
Oh, wow. Right.
So literally a total of like 800 amp hours of 12 volt.
Nice.
I mean, they're used. I've had them in the for 4 years now, 3 years now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I take care of them.
Right. That's all.
Sure, they're all watered up and everything. Trust me, I use the fuck out of them.
Yeah. I tell you what, that would definitely do what I needed to do. So I'm looking at setting up the hatchery with it.
Well, I can't do that project until I get the lithium shit that I want going. There's a 200 amp, 12 volt that I need to put together. Basically a DIY battery pack that I know exactly how it's got to happen. I just, time, money, and time.
Yeah, time, money, and time. You bet.
Money and time is the only thing between me and the completion of that project, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, it ought to be easy. Everybody's got one.
No.
I think Jake wants in. I'm gonna let Jake in. Jake wants to talk.
Hey,
What's
Jake.
The only other guy that might be talking more than me.
Yeah.
So I'll just shut the fuck up now.
What's up?
Feel like I'm that guy too. Few beers, few smokes, talk about DC voltage, AC. What the fuck is wrong with that, Rusty? Do a couple beers, couple smokes,
Who is
talk
that
about
guy?
some electricity or some horsepower or something like that, you know?
Who is that
Right.
guy?
I'm gonna break out my Faradays, and you know.
A couple of Faraday coils among friends.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Is it
right?
pie time right now?
There's a pie famine.
Hey, if you can't talk Tesla to your friends, who the fuck else you gonna talk to them, right?
Right.
Hey, who is that? Who is that guy? I haven't seen him around.
Who's that? What? Who's that guy?
You. Who are
Don
you?
T.
No, not this guy. I can hear
Yeah,
him.
he's that guy.
By sticking a pipe in my ass. Oh,
So
it's funny, Aggie.
how's
You're all right.
Canoe doing? How is Canoe doing?
Canoes?
What?
Canoes is doing fine.
How you
He's
doing?
yeah, he's got that late night stay awake thing going on right now.
Yeah, even lithium's obsolete now. I mean, fuck. They got
Yeah.
new battery types and mediums and metal batteries and
Yeah.
shit.
Hey, but here's the
don't even know
thing. You know, I remember when solar panels was a new thing. But solar panels can cost more than the house does.
No, solar panels don't cost that much.
Nah, solar panels are cheaper than you think they are.
Yeah,
But
a lot. No.
But you know what? Here's the thing. I see people want to go instead of satellite, they want to put an antenna on the roof.
Whatever. But yeah, but anyway, but yeah, no, what I'm wanting to do with my system is I want to set up for my chickens and set up the hatchery so we can power the hatchery and the heating lamps and stuff like that. The humidifiers and the heat lamps for those. Not going to be a huge one, but it is going to be a needy system that has to be able to
Why
be
don't you?
kept
Why
up.
don't you? Since you got enough land, you got enough land. Why don't you get wind turbines and run it through wind?
Because the wind doesn't always blow. Best we got here is a supplement.
I'm sorry if I'm trying to help. I'm just trying to. There's a.
Oh no. I'm just saying the wind doesn't always blow. Not even when the sun ain't shining. Sometimes it's just not enough.
Yeah.
It can save your ass. Sometimes it's so the wind. We've got a windmill. My brother's got a windmill on his system right now, and sometimes it comes in handy, but it's definitely not a payoff situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It really doesn't pay off to do the windmills. I mean, I'll probably set them up, but I'm gonna build them myself.
Rusty said, "I'm trying to develop my own nuclear reactor. I just need access to uranium."
Right? Now, you know what I'm going for? I'm going for the hydrogen creation setup. Did you get that video I sent out, Don? I know I sent it out to a bunch of people, but they put that.
Oh yeah. I did get that. I did get that video. Thank you very much, sir.
Where's our
Yeah, that's no shit, dude. That's no shit. You can hook that some bitch up, and that generator's running on water, dude.
Dude, I thought that was pretty cool. Actually, that was very, very succinct, very straightforward, and to the point. That did the fucking. I like that. I like that
Dude.
video.
Bitcoin actually has
Like
a
you buy a generator, you spend
It's
100.
not enough. I need 10 of them. Well, 5 of them.
Okay,
It's
You set
3,000
those
watts. I
bastards
need
up.
15,000 watts.
right. You set that bastard up. You running a. Wait a minute. So you can run a 10 or 15K generator.
Sure. Fuck yeah.
Okay. If you run your current generator on propane, you can run it on hydrogen. It's a natural gas. Exact same damn thing.
Does it have to be modified? Because if so, that'll void the warranty, and that's kind of.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to say some shit like that, but no.
Yeah. They always say that kind of shit.
What you do is you put a valve on that fuel line that goes over to the hydrogen, and you bypass your current fuel storage.
The people in the chat just said they can get free natural gas. Just stick a pipe up my
Up there,
butt.
right.
Yeah,
That's yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's ragged coin. That's ragged coin being silly.
Yeah. Are you on social media, Wizard?
Nope, I don't fuck with social media. Why?
Because the only time I get to see you guys is on this this channel. So
And there you have it.
yeah.
There you have it. I don't fuck with no Facebook or Twitter or none of that shit. I don't do
Instagram, MySpace.
I don't do any of that shit, dude. I got time for that shit. I got gardens to grow and animals to take care of and provide for. And as soon as I get the greenhouse built, I'm working on a turkey area. I got to build a turkey shed.
Yeah.
And as soon as I get that done, I got to build a corral for goats.
Ghost.
And then when I get that done, I've got to build an aviary for bees.
Oh yeah, I thought you said, wait, Ghost. You're building
Goats. Goats.
Oh,
goats. You know, like
Sorry.
bah,
I thought you meant the
like Billy Goats. Yeah. No. But yeah, so no, but I ain't got time for all that social media shit. My life exists. I have the life.
Social media, that thing the kids play on computers.
Yeah, so that they can actually have a life instead of going out and playing the street lights.
They don't have lives. They're all fucking myopic, brain dead, soy fucks that don't deserve the time of day. Sorry, don't get me on my.
We used to call it a waste of oxygen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Right.
Hey, now.
DARPA 2, baby. I like Mikey. Mikey does the kill videos and Death TV and DARPA 2.
Hey, how hot is it out there, Don? What's the temperatures like?
Well, let's see. Today wasn't really that bad. It was 90. It was fucking hot today. Okay, hotter than it normally has been.
Right.
Normally it's been good. Recently, down about 85 degrees, low humidity, a little cloudy, so it knocks the sun heat down. The trick out here is staying out of the sun. Stay out of the direct heat.
Stay out of the microwave radiation.
It's like a fucking egg on a frying pan. Just stay away from it.
Right. Well, we're in the shade around here. It's basically fine. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you get into that sun, you feel it start tingling on your skin, and it's like, shit, you don't get out of there fast enough. It will burn you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, too fucking hot. Way too fucking hot. And this ain't even the hot part. We're just in the mild part now. Wait till it gets late July.
The stream, by the way, I shared
August.
it on YouTube on the game channel.
I was gonna say your August is gonna be like triple digits.
Oh, it always is.
Yeah, I just
It's,
your movie. I remember
600 degrees from the fucking You feel like you're 2 inches from the sun.
Right, you better put the covers on the tires.
I got covers on the tires. Yes, sir.
You're right.
Yeah, already there.
And I'm talking about the ones on your car that are facing the sun.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. They fucking the sun bakes those sidewalls and it'll destroy them.
Yo, it's crazy. Maggie,
Yeah.
welcome in. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hot. No, I'm just walking through chat. It's hot.
Hey,
Damn
I got,
hot. Is
I
that
got
what
a
he said?
question for you guys.
Miriam. Yeah, Miriam's talking. She's out on the back patio. She's like, it's so fucking hot here. It's been hotter.
Has anybody spoken to Aaron the Tires today?
Yeah, he did his show.
Yeah, he's probably passed out by now, but why?
Right.
You want to talk to him? You got something to say to Aaron? Aaron, you and Aaron tight?
I actually, dude, I found you guys through Deer Butch and Aaron the Tires. I found you guys through them.
Through Aaron? Okay.
Actually, I found Aaron through Deer Butch, and I found you guys through. Actually, I found you guys through Deer Butch.
Call the cop to check on Aaron. Yeah, or you could call what's his neighbor's name? Eddie, Sketty Eddie.
Oh no, the warehouse dweller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
Who is
seen it.
singular? Who is this singular?
Singularity Polarity. Yeah, he's an OG. He's been around.
Yeah.
Which is that? Jason?
No.
One of the few people worth a fuck.
We got Mikey B. He's in England. We got Doom up in South Carolina. We got.
Is that guy an OG?
That guy is an OG. Yes, he is.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hey, when I'm on here, a lot of times it's either Wizard or Canoe here.
Right.
Both of them. That guy's not usually around. The reason I need it because you let me in. So I knew you was like an admin or something. Co-host. Sorry.
And Ragged Coin is no longer on the cliffs of Dover.
Hey, look at this.
Yeah, we saw that.
Oh, where is Ragged? Did he move from that old rickety old fucking castle on the White Cliffs of Dover there?
They made him move out of it. It was falling off the cliff.
God damn it. I loved hearing about that place. I knew it was going to fall off the cliff, though.
I kept wanting him to take video of it and shit like that. I don't think he did.
That's some fucked up shit. Make people make you move off your property. I mean, I'd pitch a tent. Fuck them. I ain't going nowhere. I'm sorry. This is America. This ain't Great Britain. I'm sorry.
Listen, but here's the thing. You know what? I'm seeing people getting their homes taken away from them because they can't pay their bills.
Right.
The stuff they work for, and then because they lost a job, or they get deplatformed because they said something stupid on YouTube.
Going back to the cliffs, I'm looking at a farmhouse 1 mile from the cliff. Okay, cool.
1 mile from the cliff. It's gonna take a long time for it to fall off the cliff.
Please don't get me started on the housing market. Don't really get me started on the housing market because I have an opinion about that.
Yeah, he probably did make a fucking bag of money on that.
Yeah, he did.
Damn it.
Ragged
Hey,
money bags now.
Joe who? Sniffy Joe.
guys, is Joe Biden professional or unprofessional? You- If I don't want to offend anybody because I please tell me that you're not gonna kick me out for say my opinion.
Never would.
He's better than Trump.
Don't be surprised if we point.
We're gonna laugh at you though.
No. Listen, I don't try to have an opinion with because I know a lot of these guys, they're pop. But here's the thing: I've never voted in an election. I think politics, a bunch of blood sucking animals, blood sucking. That's what politics is.
I
Paula,
don't
bunch
have
of.
feelings, man. You know what?
Oh,
I get real tired of hearing some of this self-deprecating horse shit coming out of y'all's mouth some days.
no.
Oh,
Here's
I'm
the
not
thing.
this, or
Anyway, yeah,
I'm
there you
not.
go.
How's that? High time?
I'm sorry. I'm just whining.
Yeah,
Yeah, Trump is the best thing that ever happened to the United States and will be again once
yeah,
we get this shit out of office.
yeah.
They're going to
What
get
if we
rid of him
get
themselves.
Kanye West as
They've already told
president?
you what they're going to
What if
do.
we get Kanye?
He's going to end up with some kind of health problem, probably have a stroke, and then he's going to go away. And that's what they're playing.
Who?
Yeah,
Papa Don?
The big mad motherfucker fight.
Listen, here's the way it's going to work. Here's the way it's going to work. Sometime around this coming November or so, all the big heads will get together and they'll figure out what the best path is forward. You know what? There's a lot of people that think Uncle Don's a divisive figure, a divisive figure. Or there's a lot of people that absolutely love him and send him a whole shit ton of money all the time.
Right.
So, I mean, you
Yeah.
can be whoever you want to be in this country. That's kind of the beauty part of it. We as a conservative movement, and I don't want to say the Republican Party because, well, you don't really want to
America
be part of
Firsters.
the Republican Party, okay?
The term is America Firsters now.
Okay, there you go. I'm one of those guys. So as a MAGA guy, we're actually pretty well positioned. I heard it put well yesterday. The Democrats don't have fuck all for a presidential bench. If it ain't Joe Biden, they're fucked. They got nothing. The
What,
closest
Hillary?
thing is Camilla, and that's a goddamn. Well, that's an international meme joke fest waiting to happen right there.
Right?
But with that said,
can you just
they
hear
got
me?
nothing. They got nobody in Congress that could or should be running for president. Whereas the
Right.
conservative
Yeah.
movement is eat up with them. We got, of course, Uncle Don. We got the Honorable Mr. DeSantis. We got that guy from Ohio. We got even your guy, Josh Crawley. I mean, he's fucking
Yeah.
he's Ramrod,
Josh Hawley's a Wild Western motherfucker, dude.
So, I mean, we got a lot of people that could take the rod, really, if we needed somebody to go to
What
town.
about Ted Cruz? What about Ted
Ted
Cruz?
Cruz? There you go. So,
He's-
Dude, Ted
but he's a yes man.
Ted Cruz let
He's a
his
yes
state
man.
free.
if they
Ted
all,
Cruz let his state freeze why he went to freaking Mexico.
That's bullshit. But anyway,
Yeah.
if they all figure out where each of them wants to be running to best position all of us, I'm fine with that. And if Uncle Don ain't running for the big cheese in 24, I'm fine with that too. But I do know he's a player. He's a fucking hard. He's a kingmaker right now.
Yep.
And
There's
that's
only one.
that's the fucking catbird seat to be in. So if Don doesn't run in 24, it'll be because Don doesn't think it's the right move.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm good with that. All right, I'll get off my soapbox now. Sorry.
But yeah,
Hey,
you're absolutely right.
by the
Because
way, is there any update? Are you guys hearing? Is there any update on the Tiger Joe situation?
who?
Tiger King.
I don't
Jesus
follow that
fucking
bullshit.
Christ. Who
He
the fuck is that?
I don't know. I don't want to know. It's just a bunch of bullshit if you ask me. It's all just distraction.
he
I don't
if
have no time for that.
if you watched the documentary on Netflix, Tiger King, Joe Exotic. He was a Trump support. He was a Trump guy he's now.
No, Reagan's got it right. We're all fucking doomed.
Right. What's that?
But see, and I really want to say it's this conversation right here that it always runs the women off. The ladies are here. Miss Miriam was here. Huck was here. Deb was here. Everybody was here. And then I get up here and I start talking about fucking solar, Bitcoin mining, and next thing you know, we're talking about guns and skinning raccoons and shit like that. It's not shit. It's not a shit conversation. It just ain't. And it drives them off. And they're all like, oh, well, it's time for us to go.
Yeah, we're also talking about Donald Trump.
They're right. This it's not a chick, but okay. All right. Anyway, shutting it up over here, boss.
Well, it's not that well. I mean, we get to have some talks too. Shit, man, because I'm all into lift kits, push bars, and winches.
Yeah.
I'm running backhoes and tractors and fucking.
I want to be as inclusive as I can.
Right.
So, Miriam, why don't you just jump up here and lead the conversation for us in whatever it is that you want us to talk about? How about that?
That's what it's all about. Come on up.
I'll shut up. Fucking shut up.
No. But I was just like, because I'm working on that stuff too, man. I know there's a couple other people that are working on solar systems. Some people are, actually, trying to figure it out, get through it.
Well, talking about solar panels, I got 6,000 watts, no, almost 7,000 watts of solar panels, 230 volts each, 230 watts each, excuse me. Pallet of 30 delivered for $2,100, which I don't give a fuck who you are. That's a great price.
Right? Yeah, it is. 240 watt panels, 30 of them. So
I think there were 230 watt.
Yeah. Let's see. 230 times 30.
230 watt jobs. Yeah.
That's just under 7K.
Okay.
And you got it for how much?
$2,149 delivered.
$3.2 a watt.
So $460 of that was the freight.
Right?
What's up? What's
Also
up,
the
Singular? Damn it.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's happening, bud?
I'm just listening.
Hey, Singular, every time I see you in here, I can't even pronounce your full name.
Don't worry, not many people can. I do it for a tongue twister.
Yeah. Oh,
In fact, when I said it first time,
we got the Rusty Copter in here now.
in fact, I think the first time I actually said it, you're like, you're the first one that actually said it right the first time.
Yeah. It's a tongue twister when you try to just blurt it out, just reading it.
Right.
Yeah, and by the way, I did post the link in chat for the StreamYard if anybody wants to come on.
Rock on.
But as for that Santan Solar that Don goes through, you guys got to check it out. There are some amazing prices compared to the regular going price per watt and everything. You could go on there and get some of that used stuff, and the productivity is still up there. At now, I'm going to say 90%. Of course, they don't, collect 90%. They're 90% of what they were originally new, so they're still pretty productive compared to new.
Right.
Hey, Zach.
So I have a mix of 25
Hi, Miriam.
panels that are 250 watts each. So roughly $6,000 of solar panels laying flat on the ground in 2 strings of 12 each. Each of the strings is putting literally at peak a little over 2,000 watts into each one of my inverters.
Nice. Hey, Regan.
I want to reiterate what that is. That's 25 panels in 2 strings laying on the ground, plugged into 2 separate inverters, each pulling about 2,000 watts, 2,500 watts, and turning that into 240 volts AC. I have a stack of 30, 2 pallets of a stack of 30 additional panels that I'll put on and literally double my output. I just got to find a place to put them. I got to start building frames and racks and shit.
Now you're doing batteries, right? You're doing off-grid, or are you doing solar tie?
Both. Right now okay. I have batteries, but I want to eventually get to. I'd like to feed the grid during the day and drink from the grid at night.
Right. That's what my plan is. And a lot of that stems from the price of batteries. Holy cow.
Batteries are fucking cost prohibitive. You're absolutely right. Big ones.
Yep.
Doing, if you're 48, if you're building or doing a 5,000 watt hour battery, which ain't enough, by the way.
Yeah.
You need about 6 of those to run your house. 5,000 watt hour battery run you anywhere between $1,500 and $1,700, $1,800.
Oh yeah. To get enough battery storage, when I was kind of working it out on my own, and I could be wrong, I figured for an average house, you're looking at about a $16,000 investment for batteries.
I calculated 30 for mine.
Wow. Oh yeah, you're big. I'm 1,200 square foot, so
I eat fucking power. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I smell juice, ions in the air, and fucking
right.
Just me breathing costing a fucking cost per kilowatt hour. I ain't joking, brother. I eat fucking power like nobody's business.
Hey, there's my Huckleberry. What's up, Huckleberry?
Hey, guys, I gotta run, guys.
Hey, Huck.
You guys. I got.
All right,
guys.
Talk to you later, bud.
Bye.
Take care, man. It was good to meet you.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go figure out what's going on out here.
But
I'll be right back.
coal-fired steam generator, you're absolutely right. I need something that kicks out free power. That way, those miners won't choke around 4 p.m. every day when the sun goes down.
Hydrogen
Nope.
powered generators.
See,
Say that.
I'm gonna try to do two of the their 2.2 kilowatt wind generators because I may as well take advantage of the freaking insane wind we get all the time out here.
So you're going to do wind generators.
I want to do my goal is to do solar and wind. Solar at about 4 total, and then a total of 4.4 with the wind because I'll do two 2.2s. And then feed the grid and just do grid tie systems. And then that way at night when I'm using it, if the wind isn't blowing and the sun's not shining, then I'm just using what I already fed into the system.
Exactly.
Oh,
That
hey,
would be-
I'm sorry. Sing,
Go
have
ahead.
you figured out whether or not you're going to get that system from me?
No, yeah. Right now everything's so clustered up that, and he looked at it and he didn't think there was any way it would tie in with the Generac and everything. He was talking about, but he's a Generac salesman and he wants me to get a Generac tie. So I don't, but he has been good to me. So I gotta listen to him. I mean, he gave me a deal on this generator. This generator only cost me $2,800. So, I mean, and it should have cost me around $3,800. So
You got something with a Generac name on it for $2,500, $2,800?
$2,800. Yep. It's not a big guy. It's a little guy. It's a little 7, but still.
I love me a Generac. I've owned them for fucking years and 3 different flavors. My big one is a Generac 24 kVA.
Yeah, that's like a $10,000 or $12,000 Generac, though, isn't it?
That was that and the 200 amp transfer switch with the wireless module and the propane hookup. Total was around $9,000 installed.
Yeah.
Thank
Not bad
God.
getting everything with it.
Yeah, that's everything. That's the whole nut and guaranteed. And, I get a little scratch around and get a little reach around with that too.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
I do know that doing the tie with the solar, even just the solar and the wind, getting all that to tie in together and some of the stuff they need to do, that sounds like it's going to be costly. But with those Generacs, they're set up for that on these newer ones. They basically just plug and go. They've got things specifically for that. You're going to pay for it.
Yep, that is absolutely correct. When I built the house, I told them exactly what I wanted, and all they did was just put an additional bay in at my demarc, at my meter demarc. So I could put anything I want in there, from another transfer switch to another meter to a metered transfer switch.
Nice.
Anything I want, and it's already got conduit going to it from the building, 3-inch conduit. So all I got to do is pull the cable. I'm hoping that the electrician's going to tell me that I can get away with a 6'3" cable array to pull from my inverters into the transfer switch, because those are pre-cut at 50 foot and they're $288. A 6'3". I'd love to put one of those in there.
Real quick, I was going to tell chat I can't put a link. When Emerald gets back, he'll be able to. But no,
what do we need? A link to the join? Hold on, I got that.
Yes. Oh, okay, right on. Cool. I'm on my phone and I can't do the links from here.
I got that.
But that friggin' variable wiring is not cheap. Even the aluminum isn't cheap, but let alone the
No.
copper.
No, it ain't. But I'll buy whatever he tells me to buy. That's kind of the bottom line there.
I'm doing new. I don't have any leaks or any problems right now, but this none of the electrical or the gas or anything on this lot has been updated for probably 50 years. So a lot of them a lot of it I'm redoing, so I've got to do that.
Mr.
Hey, Zach.
Alien,
Good.
what the fuck is going on, brother? How are you?
Not
How
much.
are you, buddy?
All good. It was hot for a
Hot.
while over here. A while
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Damn hot is what it is. Using poop to generate electricity. I'd not really rather not imagine that, honestly.
Yeah, I'd prefer to avoid that generator.
Poop to generate electricity. So yeah, I know these. I have chickens and a turkey. John T. Buffalo, Colonel Shaw. Salute, sir.
Hey, Colonel Shaw. Good to see you, man. I didn't get any chickens this year when they had them out. I wasn't prepared for them, so I'm either gonna have to order them directly from Cackle or something, or wait until next spring when they get them local. But I wasn't prepared. If I would have put them in, I would have had. We got a lot of fox, so I've got to have the area built up and a strong enclosed area that the fox can't get in there and kill all my chickens.
Yeah, we have a fox in our neighborhood. He'll just walk up the sidewalk.
Oh yeah, I've got to watch out even for my cats. If they're out at night, I got to go get them, round them up, and bring them in because those fox will carry it. Now I've got one tomcat that's probably bigger than the fox that I don't think that fox wants to tie with, but
My guys sit out on the porch and watch the coyotes out in the desert. Coyotes get too loud, then my dogs will start talking back to them. Like,
Yep.
Oh yeah, well fuck you. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
well fuck you too. So yeah, I mean, that's, and then of course they do it in dog conversation. Fucking
Yeah.
coyotes, they don't bark. They fucking whine. It's like
Yeah. Do that again. What was no?
I'm not good at it.
I seen some Apaches fly over recently, Don. They were flying real low in formation. I seen that few weeks ago.
Must be doing maneuvers.
Yeah. And I seen a C-31 fly over.
Nice. Some of those are loud when here in Colorado, where I'm at, we're right in the area where out of Colorado Springs, we get the Air Force jets and we get the Army, Chinooks and all that. And God, some of that stuff is so loud when they go overhead. Hey, Emerald, welcome back.
Talking about solar power, that was the end of my solar power day. Now I'm back on generator, and
Hey, Wizard.
hey, what's up, bud?
Not much. My mom and dad both had to go into work, so I had a chance to come up.
Awesome.
Well, we're glad to have you, man. We haven't got to talk to you up here for a while.
Yes, my mom works for Kroger PL in some marketing thing. They redo the aisles, resets, at Kroger. PLM marketing,
Nice.
and my dad's a frozen food manager. He does everything in management
Nice.
for Kroger. So yeah,
Take care, Bill.
Yeah,
Nice.
doing well, Patriot.
That's good to be in the food industry. The food industry is something that'll always need to be there. So that's always good to be in the food industry. You got Miriam a fan, huh?
Yeah, I went and took her a fan. They're sitting on the back patio where the house blocks all the wind. But
Oh, yeah.
the reason they're sitting there is because that's the only cord I could provide for them on the grid on the solar system that I use.
Right.
And because there's a junction back there, and I just put a cord on it so they could charge at that. So they're sitting right there in the back on the back patio, and the wind's mostly at the front. So there's a bit of a breeze, but yeah. What's up, Colonel Shaw? Salute,
Hey, Eagle.
Colonel Shaw. But yeah, they were back there sweating their asses off. It's still kind of hot in March, So
Nice. I pulled all my the rose seeds and the arborvitae seeds and the lilac seeds and wisteria seeds out of the fridge. I soaked them, put them in the fridge for about a month, and now I planted them. So I got a crap load of the little trays. We'll see how good my germination rate is, how good I am at it.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just reset my wet table, and for all the lettuces and the herbs and stuff like that about 4 days ago.
Nice.
Some of the lettuces have started coming up, but I'm just all anxious for this to see what else, get everything growing again.
Have you seen the profitability margins on microgreens? Not sprouts, microgreens.
No,
Have you seen
I
the
haven't
margins?
followed any of that.
Holy, a lefty tree hugger thing. It's actually, they're vitamin packed. A lot of restaurants want them and stuff like that, and a lot of it did a slow climb. It started getting popular. So it's not one of those fads. It's actually getting more and more popular, but the profits are pretty significant.
Really?
Good money. Yeah. It's all enclosed. So either actually they try to avoid greenhouses. They actually do just grow lights. Because with the microgreens, you don't want to introduce them to a strong sun too quick. So by the time you're cutting them, you only cut them when they get about 3 or 4 inches tall. And the amount of, and in those 3 or 4 inch tall, like stems of rosemary, stems of dill and stuff like that, all that taste and all those nutrients that are going to go into that whole plant are packed into that little guy. Now, granted, it'll absorb some as it starts fruiting, but to grow the plant, most of the stuff is already in that point. So is what it is you're getting a dose of it by, you eat less and get a super dose of vitamins and stuff.
Oh, right.
But, and it's a lot of when I first started reading about it, I was thinking sprouts. Oh, it's one of those weird things. Yeah, but it's actually not sprouts. It's different. They let them grow a little bit bigger. And I had a salad the other day, and they're actually really good. I mean, it had that dill in it. That dill's real strong, and it had different types of small lettuce chunks in it, and it was a really good salad. And it's amazing how it fills you up. I was surprised.
Well, I'm doing the full size garden thing.
Yep.
The microgreens don't excite me. No, I mean that. I don't have against it or anything. You spending most of your money on seed.
Oh, my thought of doing it would be for profit. For self a little bit, but mainly for profit.
Oh well.
Because
But
that
no.
little salad, people pay $8 for that little salad.
Oh wow. I don't have a restaurant for them to buy it from me, but yeah, you know.
Oh, see now around here, restaurants are advertising, trying to get more growers. Hey, Seabird. Hey, Shoe Studio.
Yeah,
Shoe Studio does microgreens. He does tomatoes and peppers.
I
Hey,
try
check
to
this
do.
out.
I try to do a lot of cooking at home at the house.
Here's my
Nice.
garden. That's the snap peas,
Nice.
the cucumbers, zucchini, and this is okra. The big long line to the left there. That's my tomatoes. Oh, there's corn. It jumped. Oh well. And there's the corn. But yeah, the onions and the potatoes. This was 5 days ago. I made this, or 4 days ago. I made this video. I'll do another one tomorrow. It was just way too hot today to deal with too much. So we did a lot of running today, sitting in the AC car. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. So, but that's my blackberry patch, and it just goes on and on and on.
Right, battery. Yep. And here, even during the summer, the restaurants can't get enough of them because, like the pepper, the little microgreens have spice, and they add that to get their spice, and they're surprisingly very tasty. It's just like an explosion of flavor. I was really surprised.
Yeah, YouTube's got issues. Yeah, yeah, YouTube's down or messed up.
Nice, Mikey B. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like YouTube's down or messed up.
yeah, but that's my tomatoes. That's the big ones.
Right, Ragged.
But I'm coming up to the spicy tomatoes. That's what I wanted to show. But yeah, I got the cucumbers climbing that fence too. They're all, man, that fence is damn near covered now. I was just restringing them today.
Nice.
But this is what it's like without this. This is what the garden would look like on the ground without the wood chips. Is what I was pointing out here in the video. This is all grass and stuff like that. I was digging this up to get rid of the grass. I was just using it like sod. But these are the spicy tomatoes here. Yeah. And my tractor. But yeah. Yeah, we got that going on. And yeah, the wall of cucumbers.
I don't think anyone's mad at your shadow.
That was an old Ford.
Yeah. Old Ford 50 in. Runs like a champ. I just put it through paces and put the new fuel line on her, changed the filter, put a tune up on her, and adjusted the points. She's running strong now. But yeah, this was 5 days ago. And I wish I had taken the video today, but I didn't think, to get it done right away. But yeah, it's the garden is just growing as fast as I could hope for. I already got Anaheim peppers on the pepper plants. Yeah, it's badass. They're just about ready to pull too. There's my tomatoes, already halfway up the trellis, and they're just getting started. It's really crazy cool. But yeah, thought I'd show you guys that. You there?
Yeah, it looks good. Sorry, I had my phone turned and I couldn't get it to go back to hit the mute button and all.
Yeah,
a lot of it right now, I've got enough to sustain myself. A lot of it's now is trying to find things that have you know, a profit to be made. Just
Right.
like Colonel Shaw said, things are changing, and yeah,
Well, that's the point
a
of
lot is
my efforts as well. Only I'm going to have full size fruits, tomatoes,
right.
cucumbers, zucchinis, okra, potatoes, onions, corn, enough to actually go to like a farmer's market and sell some of the produce. I got eggs coming in by the dozens, you know.
Yeah, right now, as long as my germination rate's hopefully at least 70%, everything I've got growing right now is saleable items. So, like the wisteria, and I could sell them half the price of everybody else and still make good money on it.
Oh wow, right, wow, that's cool. But don't cut yourself out too hard, or they'll, you know.
No, I'm definitely keeping a diversity of different things up. I don't want to just grow one thing and rely on it. So,
Right. Because what'll happen is you get too low and you'll get somebody come around and buy it all up and then resell it on you.
oh yeah. Well, and actually, there's a few local. There, yeah, I don't know if you call them chains. There's like 5 or 6 stores, little hardware stores and stuff. They own like 5 or 6 stores, and they like to buy local, and sell local. So sell cheap to them and then let them sell them for profit. And then I get the more people going through there looking at them because they go specifically for their greenhouse items. So
Right. Now, Rusty, I'll tell you, I've said it on air before. What you want to do is you want to take a gallon water can. You want to add 1 beer. You want to add a 1/4 cup of Dawn and 2 ounces of fish emulsion. Okay. You mix that up. You put the water in first, and then you put the soap in, and then you put the beer and all that stuff in after your water can's full. Then you mix that up with a stick and you water your garden with it. It's basically feeding your plants, and everything you grow will get bigger and be better. I grind up eggshells and I pepper them on the plants all the way down the row. And I also use tea and coffee grounds, and I use that like a pepper. I pepper them on the plants, right at the plants. In fact, my spicy tomatoes and my beefsteak tomatoes and all my tomatoes rather, I put tea bags down at the base of the plant, right at the stem. I just an unused tea bag, and I put them all there, and I just leave them there. I cover them with mulch and I leave them there. And every time I water that garden, it feeds that plant. And with the eggshells, tea, and coffee, yeah, yeah, that and the superfood, yeah, your garden will grow at max as it will. Yes. Yep, that's that. You don't need any other fertilizers. You don't need any other foods. The eggshells of tea and coffee, Then you get those peppered on your plants, and then you feed it with the beer, the Dawn dish detergent, not the antimicrobial. You don't want none of that crap in it. You just want the original Dawn formula without the antibiotic stuff in it, and then a beer, cheapest beer you can find. Okay, just one beer per gallon, a quarter cup of that Dawn, and 2 ounces of fish emulsion. I buy it in the 1 gallon jugs at the store because I just can't seem to get going to fishing. But soon I'll be getting to the fishing, and I'll be able to go make my own fish emulsions. So
And and people forget you can make all natural herbicides, fungicides, pesticides and stuff like that are all natural with stuff you got in your cupboards already.
right.
You can make
Right.
everything you need.
Believe it or not, Dawn is a great deterrent for bugs. Bugs hate it.
About a quarter of a cup of Dawn in with about 4 gallons of water or 3 gallons of water. If you spray in early spring, spray all your fruit trees and fruit vegetables and everything, you won't get the little worms, you won't get the mites, you won't get all the little spiders. It keeps all that stuff away. And as all that is and you could put actually vegetable oil in it too, will help. We just do the dish soap and water though.
Yeah, but I do it just before I water. I'll feed the plants, and then I'll set the water on for half an hour on the garden, and bingo, jamming.
We use our coffee grounds. When we make coffee, we go put it on our flower beds. You use coffee grounds.
Oh, the other thing we do put on them is
Nice.
the wood ash from hardwood fires that we have here. We put the wood ash right on the
Oh yeah.
at the base of the plants, and we do it down the whole row. So
My
wood ash,
my
that's the only other thing we do. Yeah.
my fireplace ash throughout the winter, I spread it around the yard. Um uh uh I know you're playing Skull, but actually that's a lot of people right now are talking about watered down urine using it. You got to be real careful because you do not want to create black soil with anything that comes out of the human body. It's very, very toxic and you can quickly create black soil.
I'm
So,
keen on plants, but yeah. I don't no.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got plenty of rabbit manure and chicken manure in the garden. I mean, I empty my rabbit cages, on a regular basis, and that all goes into the garden. You know what I'm saying? That all gets filled in. Especially over the fall and winter. I'll come spring, I'll till that all of that in.
I I thought maybe you're okay. You were serious. You weren't joking, but yeah, but just be real careful with the urine Skull. And I know it's for like you can use it for azaleas and stuff like that because it increases the acidity. They say, and it's got to be watered way down. But just be real careful.
I'm not buying beer for fucking slugs. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Well, I'll tell you this much: when I lived out in the country, a lot of times I would go out and just pee off the back porch. In that spot that I peed at, nothing would grow there.
That's because all the chemicals you intake and the fake foods you ingest.
It's the human body with actually any carnivore is the waste coming out is very toxic to other stuff. And that stuff, you got to remember, that stuff will transfer from soil into the edible fruit, or vegetable. So you could real easily poison yourself. And I know
just
some
use the
people
cheapest
do.
beer. I just use the cheapest beer I can. Whatever's the cheapest, I buy the cheapest beer. Sometimes it's Natty Light, sometimes it's Keystone, sometimes it's Miller. You know,
We lost Don and Zach.
I know what's going on. Yeah, but they'll be back.
Right on.
Oh yeah, but I tell you what, man, we've already harvested out snow peas twice. We've harvested out zucchinis. I can't wait to harvest some of these tomatoes. Some of these tomatoes are as big as both my fists put together.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're not even turning red yet, even a little bit. So I'm kind
Zach accidentally hit the button.
of right. But yeah, no, this feeding process is, oh man, it's just amazing what's happening to the plants. They're growing better in the garden than they did on the start table. So I have a wet start table that I use. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they're doing better in the garden than they do on the start table. It's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. It's going to be badass. I have a feeling we're going to be having bounty.
Hopefully you have a bumper crop, man. This year
Right.
it'll sell.
Oh yeah, this year it'll sell. That's for damn sure. How do you get those big ass tomatoes? It's just $1 a pound, but that tomato is 4 pounds. Everything's $1 a pound.
the goji berries, I've got those pinned down right now. I peeled the leaf, pinned it down, so I should be getting some rootings here pretty soon to send over to you. They're actually related. They're in the nightshade family, like tomato. They're actually their closest relative is a tomato.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Right. I've got a couple spots already picked out for them too.
Nice.
Yep.
Yep. Those I can actually send cheap instead of the 2,000 pound auto hammer that was gonna
auto hammer, right?
break either one of us that tried to ship it.
Oh man, I was like, damn.
But yeah, those. Oh, and anybody, if you go to the store and you see something marked goji berry and it's real expensive, and you see lyceum next to it, and the lyceum's really cheap, it's the same thing. Goji berry is just a marketing ploy. There's no difference between the two. They're a lyceum. They're in the nightshade family, so it's the same berry. Stores are hyping up goji, that it's this Himalayan superfood. Well, it's super packed, and it is one of the superfoods. Problem is, it's irregular lyceum, so they're kind of conning people that it has to say goji, but it doesn't. It's just a lyceum. But it is a superfood. It's just you can get them in the store a lot cheaper than what they want to promote. And these are the goji brand. So I mean, if you wanted to at the farmer's market, you put goji and put on $50 a pound like they do for fresh. But,
oh wow, right.
But for fresh lyceum, you can get it for like $20 a pound.
Oh wow, right, wow, really?
Yeah, it's a marketing ploy. So I think I'm saying that right, lyceum. But it's a fruit along just like tomato. But they don't get me wrong, they're all super packed with some pretty good things, and there's been a lot of blind studies done on the stuff in them.
Yeah, well, I ordered those nematodes, and I prepared them as soon as I got them. Prepared the garden, watered it down and prepared the garden for it. It was a nice cloudy day, so it was like perfect timing. but
Nice.
I don't think it worked. I think I didn't get them in time or something
Oh,
because I'm still got stuff eating on my green beans. So, and yeah, I'm just I messaged them and told them I was like, hey, look, I bought enough for 2 acres. My garden's only a quarter of an acre. I put it all in that quarter acre, and now I'm still getting bugs. Still getting shit eating my plants. I was like, I think maybe something went wrong in shipping. And they said, do you want a refund or I said, send me another batch. We'll go with that and we'll go from there. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So
Oh,
hopefully,
take care, battery.
are you taking off battery? Dream well, Patriot.
Yeah, I hate it when they send stuff late like that. I've had
Well,
Arbor Day do that to me before with trees. They sent them in like the middle of January. It's like, what the heck?
oh, really?
Yeah, they're supposed to send them in the fall for fall planting, and yeah, they sent them mid-January. It's like, so I had to keep them inside, and with with any evergreen, they don't really like to be inside even during the winter. So yeah,
Right.
my survival rate was not very good.
Colonel's taking off. Have a great day, Colonel.
Oh, take care, battery. Or take care, Colonel. I already said battery. Shit, I'm tired. Have a good one,
Right.
Colonel.
Yeah. Well, it's about that time, man. I'm gonna have to hit it and get ready for tomorrow. It's not gonna be as hot tomorrow as it was today. It's only supposed to get up to about 87 for a high.
No.
So I'm anxious to be able to get out and do a bunch of work, get the rest of that dirt moved around, build that retaining wall around the garden, and get that set so I can start putting up the damn fence rail and posting for my greenhouse. So,
Nice.
yeah, I'm really excited about it. And hopefully, we can get some good progress on that tomorrow. And the next day is supposed to be the same way, about 87. So, according to the
Nice.
forecast, and I'm hoping they're right this time. Please.
Yeah, sun up comes really quick when you stay up too late.
Yeah, it does. I don't get up at sun up. It's the best sleeping time. It's the coolest time around. So it's the best sleeping time. So I get up around 8:30, 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Right on. Yep.
Yeah. God bless you all. We will see you tomorrow night. It's
See
been
y'all later.
great. You guys did awesome. See? Just have a wonderful evening. And just remember, God is in control. We're going to get through this. It's going to be rough. But yeah, just carry on. And not playing video games. Jesus. Work, work, work. We got a bunch to do. But yeah, we're going to get through this awesomely. God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow. Dream well, Patriots.